Hello everyone, Wade from High Tech Legion here, and with over 1,500 videos uploaded, if you haven't seen it here, you may not have seen it anywhere. And what I've got for you in this video is a brand new power supply from Corsair. This is the HX750i. It's a platinum rated power supply rated for 750 watts. So we're going to take a look at this, look at all the cables, the accessories it comes with, and also the benchmarks, of course. So let's take a closer look at the power supply out of the box and what it comes with. Here we have a closer look at the Corsair HX750i power supply. One thing you're going to notice is that we've got this nice black finish on it and a nice large Corsair fan inside the power supply. This does also have a silent mode, so if it's not really loaded down, the fan won't spin. It will be passively cooled, so you're not going to get a lot of extra noise out of this when it's just sitting there. You've got a nice grill on the back of the power supply to let cool air in and out, and you have a power switch here as well as your power connector. There is a little note here about the silent operation, just to remind you that it is at low loads the fan's not going to spin. Of course, you can pull this off after you've installed it. Here we've got the power chart for the power supply, and as you can see, the 3.3 volt can take 25 amps and 5 volt can take 25 amps for a combined 150 watts max, and the 12 volt rail can handle 62.5 amps for up to 750 watts of power. Here we have the fully modular connections for the power supply. You've got peripheral and SATA here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, as well as your 24-pin ATX, which is actually split into 2 connectors on this end, and 3 6+2 PCI Express connections, as well as 2 4+4 CPU connections. You've got your fan test button, a little indicator, a USB connection, as well as your Corsair digital link connections here if you're using other Corsair products that support that feature. So this is 80 plus platinum, meaning that you get the highest possible efficiency rating, and that means you're going to be saving on electricity, of course. So now let's take a look at the accessories that this comes with, and then we'll show you the benchmarks. One thing to note is that it does come in a cloth bag. In the box, it's actually double bagged with plastic and the cloth bag. All your cables also come in a convenient storage bag, so you're able to reuse that to hold any extra cables that you might not be using. You get a heavy duty power cable, user manual, safety information, and warranty information. You also get some zip ties, 4 power supply screws, and a Corsair case badge if you want to use that. For cables, you get 2 4-pin Molex to floppy connectors, converters if you need to use those for anything. You get 2 sets of Molex connectors, which each have 4 connections on them, so that's a total of 8 Molex connections. Got the Corsair link cable and the USB cable, so you can plug the power supply right into one of your USB 2.0 headers. You also have 3 sets of SATA cables, which have 4 connections each, so you have up to 12 SATA power connectors. You have 3 cables which have PCI Express, 6+2 pin connections on them, 2 each, so you have 6 connections total for that. Your 2 4+4 pin CPU connectors, and of course your 24-pin ATX power connector. That's going to be necessary for everyone's build. So as you can see from the benchmarks, the Corsair HX750i Power supply works very well. It did not really have very much in dips at all, and it is a platinum rated power supply like we mentioned, so that's very good. The highest efficiency rating that's possible right now, and that means that you'll be using less electricity when your system's at idle or when you've got it loaded down with crazy gaming or anything like that. Some things that I really liked about it is that it is fully modular, so you don't have any cables to deal with when you're trying to do the install. You've got the Corsair Link technology and a fan test button, because this does have that silent mode, which is great for when your system's idling and it's not pulling a lot of power. The cooler can keep itself passively cooled and doesn't need the fan to spin up. So you do have that fan test button just to make sure your fan's working and you're not going to burn the thing out. I hope you enjoyed this overview and benchmarks. For the full review, please see www.hightechlegion.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter pages. Take care.